Hiya, and welcome back to Try Not to Grin. It is chilly, by the way. In these last couple of Try Not to Grins, we're just checking out memes, by the way. Hi, this is our series. How are you? Hopefully have a lovely day. Back at it. What do you call it? The last couple of times we've made videos, I'm frozen. It's very cold. And it's quite nice because I'm usually roasting. But if you ever see me going or grabbing my arms because I'm like, oh, come on, hands, warm up. Because I have horrible blood circulation in my hands. But, ladies and gentlemen, let us check out some memes, and let's start off with, the best thing, which is shower thoughts. Introverts are like a slow website. They might be the coolest site, but usually people don't wait that long for them to open. Extroverts are like pop-ups. Also, again, people are crazy. People are nuts. Introversion, I always get on this because this is the battle that I'm fighting all the time. Where I love me people. I think I usually, that's why I stream a lot. That's why we're doing more of that. I love finding out about you guys, finding out about what the goofy interests that you have are. I like seeing how excited people get when someone finally does let them talk and actually care about their interests with them. I love all that. But I am also undoubtedly 100% full set an introvert. If I can only stream for 2 to 3 hours because I just get spent, even though there's not a physical fucking connection. Christmas, we just had Christmas Day. Oh my god, man, I was there for 5 hours hanging out, but I slept like a rock. I was literally sitting in my chair going, and I don't know why. It's not like I'm on edge around people. It's just that my brain, for whatever reason, is perceiving things in a weird way. I can't even feel it. I don't know. But anyways, on the topic of an introvert somehow holding gold, no. Your introversion is not determined by how interesting of a person you are or anything like that. What I will say is there are a significant amount of people. This is outside of introversion. I don't know what else you'd call it. Also, we're getting really into it real fast. Forgive me. We don't always start off this hard. But there's a lot of people who I think have been constantly I think extroverts are also in this. Everyone's into this. But the idea that you talk to someone and they tune out, they don't care about what you're saying, or they diminish what you're interested in, or you try to show them something interesting and they just kind of shit all over it, or just are not interested, so therefore by proxy it kind of feels shitty. So then mentally you learn that it's not good for you to share your thoughts, for you to express how you feel, because maybe you hurt people, or maybe people just hurt you unintentionally, not even knowing they're doing it. But what happens is people recede into their shell, not even being extroverts or introverts, they just recede into their shell, because extroversion is just liking being around people, to get energized by people. It's not even necessarily having to be the person that's constantly talking. A lot of people go to a cafe or just walk around the mall just cause, and they'll get energy from that. They'll feel more awake. Whereas there's people who go walk around at night and where there's no one there, and they're still there's the most solace you could possibly have because there's no one around you and everyone shouldn't be out. And if there is, you probably should run because you get stabbed. But yeah, that is more of a marker of what is finding the core of the wonder within another person, in my experience, is just to be interested in whatever the other person is talking about. Now, don't be creepy. Don't be if they're talking about some bullshit, creepy stuff, don't go in. But generally speaking, if someone shows an interest in woodwork, or they talk about their job and they seem like they're into it, they talk about a TV show and they seem they're interested, that's how you, you have to find out, you have to find the gold yourself. You can't just expect just because someone's an introvert that they're not insanely boring, have no personality, etc. Again, introversion, shower thoughts. You should be better than the shower thoughts. You're you have 1,000 followers and shit. What is this? Again, just because you're introverted does not mean you're fucking antisocial is what you are. You don't like to communicate. It's just nonsense. You're just shitty at communicating. What you are. I'd say as a person who drastically gets drained by being around people, but fucking loves finding the wonder with another. Anime characters speaking English. New anime fans. No way. Somebody stop him. Veteran anime fans. You get used to it. Man, I remember this scene was quite good. It was quite good when she is just it's funny because Goblin Slayer does a really good job about her being no, it's morally unjust. And then she sees the alternative and she's like, Like, oh, apparently morality is relative to the environment that it's being held in. Jesus Christ. And then she becomes dead inside. And yeah, probably the best to keep your childlike wonder. You gotta create a deadlock. He refused to let me help him order his food because he's a big boy. Now his ass sitting on the back mad as hell with his eggs on a hot dog bun with Domino's. You're gonna learn today. I don't know what the right protocol is here. I don't know, like, I feel like there's some of those parents who are like, yeah, you're gonna fucking learn. You're gonna learn. It's like, well, you're doing something wrong when you're raising your kid if your kid does not know to listen to you or to accept you as wisdom. Probably means you led him astray a lot, or just never insert yourself as a person who could help him avoid pain or problems, etc. Also, you're crushing his independence. He's like, yeah, look at me, I want to do it. You should encourage that and like foster that in some way. Maybe he was being a piece of shit. You're like, you know, fuck him. He's like, no, mom, you're a bitch. I'm gonna do this. And you're like, what? Shit. Have you ever wanted to grab a girl's cheeks? Me. Hell yeah, I have. Rem's? Want to grab Rem's cheeks? Well, unless you're, what's his name, Subaru, you're gonna get your fucking arms lopped off. All right, no good. No good. But then she's in a fucking coma, and it's just, it doesn't get better. Fucking shit. She comes out of it, and she's fucking, I got amnesia. Doesn't remember any of the shit that he went through. Yeah, I'm ruining it. It's a nightmare. Okay, it's fucking ReZero. All right, it's a lovely Game of Thrones nightmare, but still. God damn, you take my fucking Rem lovey story from me. You fucking sons of bitches. The last character you took out of your party is coming to kill you. How sure are you? Anybody, even Amber, they have 10k health and can get walloped by hilly churls constantly. They're clearly built different. Your ass is dead. Okay, what are you talking about? Stupid question. There's no hope for you to live at all. But still, it's how dead are you? So you could get real dead or you could get just little dead. I think Garu, which honestly, just because we were playing on streaming and he was the weird one that had to get interchanged for Bennett. So I think, yeah, I would say that, but that's not the worst, honestly. It's not great. He kind of buffs his team, so it's not, yeah, actually, I fare pretty well. Honestly, I can kick the fuck out of Garu, maybe. He doesn't seem to be very strong. He can, well, I don't know. It depends who is playing Garu. Because Garu doesn't really, no, Garu has an alt. He can just auto lock on me. No, not good. But I can also hide behind a wall and that apparently obstructs something. Anyways, I think I'd be okay, actually. Descentful domain. Be like before, after. Yeah, that was the, oh man, I got so tilted when we were on stream. We were doing this together. We should, hey, tune into the streams. But so annoying that Mahoyo was like, yeah, you just have to like, yeah, no health, nothing, no reset, nothing. Beforehand, there was previous domains where like people went there specifically to get health, to get alts, and now it's just like, fuck you. Don't touch yourself. Ask the staff. Thank you, the staff. I do know what the bottom left one is. That's High School DxD. Honestly, there's only one true option here, boys. Only one option. I don't know what the bottom right one is. Could be great. Who knows? But there's only one. It looks like a yandere thing. Anyways, there's only one option here, boys. One option, all right? Do you know it? It's top left. It's top left. Easy. You get a fucking superhuman person who's wildly into you, like a god. She is literally like a god, like a human, absurd human strength, defies logic and reason. Little bit all the time. But that's, for a lot of people, not the words. Are humans ready to take contact with us? Let's see how their technology is going. PS5 was looted in 2 hours. Looks like they have surpassed us a long time ago. If these are the aliens, I'm not sure. That's how I feel. Where I'm like, okay, that looks terrifying on a whole level. And maybe that's judgy for me. I hope that's not the case. It probably is. We probably look disgusting to them. But it just looks like a lot. It just looks like a lot. People can rework their face. People who have like bone structure can get like their stuff sawed down and like fucking look like a model. I remember seeing that like in a news article where some dude was pissed because his wife looked immaculate. They had a kid and the kid looked like just real like fucking giant jaw, weird bone structure, and he was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I don't have any of this in my family. And then you seen a picture of her when she was like with that before her plastic surgery, and she looks a whole kind of way. A little stubby for the guy to be like, fuck this bitch, because he got real mad and wanted a divorce and stuff. And it's like, ooh, that's to be expected from like a millionaire person who's like, beautiful wife, that's all I want, we're done, you know? When my wife asked me why I come back from black market shop with a PS5, but not our son. Actually, I'm quite the businessman. How bad is your marriage that you're willing to destroy a whole family for a PS5, alright? Listen, I know God of War looking cool, but we got time. Maybe. 2020, apparently, or whatever the release date is coming pretty soon. It's a little scary, I'll be honest. I'm sitting there like, oh, please. Oh, please delay it so it can go down more in price, and I don't have to just take this super big L. Genetically engineered cat girls are possible, scientists say, but we lack funding. Me and the homies on the way to the bank to steal some money. You're also anime girls? You and the homies are cute anime blondes. Okay, weird. But sure. Also, again, guys, the cat girl thing, no thanks. If it is a dog person who is hella loyal, hella kind, and is more human than weird animal nonsense, still probably not into it, honestly. Still probably too much. In practice, maybe, but we'll see whatever the end result is. The world, anime girls are wholesome. Anime girls, no sir, I think your very birth was a mistake. Ram is just the worst, frankly. But also, apparently season 2, she becomes significantly more varied and whatnot, which is fun, but haven't seen season 2 yet, because I want confirmation that eventually Rem gets her memory back and it's not a nightmare. Yes, I was still spoiling that, because, listen, man, I don't want others to feel that, alright? I was like, can't wait for it to all work out, and then it's just still sitting there. Open wound. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not gonna get stabbed until I know there's healing. Okay, nope. Who is Alarm? And why does she call you every 7 a.m. every morning? Mine says, take pills, because I have a thyroid problem. If I don't take the pill at the same time every day, it goes bad. So as who is pill? I'm a stab this bitch. Person who is too broke to sub on Twitch. Me. Who buys subs because I want to support. That's a specific ass meme. It's me, and then I've seen my name there. Goddamn. Also, you know what I noticed? Sorry, Matism. Love you. Appreciate the support. Anyway, but what do you call it? I noticed that I didn't intend to do this, but you could read our like specific weird name as Grim, because it's double N, and if you're kind of not looking at it, you'll think grit, and then see double N and think. N looks similar to M. Grim. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't intend to do it, but kind of neat. Anyway, especially considering all of the skull masks in front of me. I feel like people are like, is it Grim? But just spelled like an idiot? And I'm like, no, it's Grim. But I just thought, branding. Anyway. Oh, cool. A side profile. Sneak 100%. What? Is he just clipping through the ground? That's pretty cool. I like that one. More Halo memes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I seen there's some. Oh shit. What do you go? That's something that I've seen personally. Someone like apparently with that repulsor. I'm not good with any of the abilities. I've just never grinded them out and tried them. But anyways, the repulsor and like a quick melee will like instantly kill you. So you're like, what? But it's because someone's activating the repulsor and then meleeing you. I think because the repulsor will strip your shield and then they melee. Or in this one instance that I've experienced, I was just like a person shot me in the back of the head and then I met a guy and then he like. I think used his repulsor because it seemed like I got one hit. I can't read them, they're too tiny, the words. Also, yeah. Just a good old grudge thing. That's it. That's all it is. Grudge meme. This is still the most terrifying thing Sonic has ever said. Everything is canon, especially after the Chris Chan thing. Ugh. I feel so bad for people being like, look, we're taking an interest in this person that seems, a little odd, but he's really into what he's into, and you're like, oh my god, Jesus Christ. And you're like, ooh, Nope. Nope. Sometimes weird people are just evil, creepy, gross people. Step 1, grab her waist. Step 2, pull her close. This would never happen. She would throat punch him before this even take place. Have you seen the anime? Anyways. Step 3, lift her up. Body slam. Boom, bam. Would not happen. Well, maybe. Man, this, man, what do you call it? I really, really dig the way the show handles like the main character's power. And well, I talked about it before, but his personality is just awesome. Like he's just super go-lucky and like in a good way, in a way that's like hopeful, not like in a way that's just like, I'm written to be positive. And like, are you okay? There's so many cool scenes where he's like his abnormal ass super strength is just looking clean, especially with the battles where he's like grabbing someone and like running with them, or like grabbing their coat and like throwing them out of danger because he's just got like this stupid strength. It's like one of the best depictions of like strength in combat that I've seen that's actually cleverly used, and not just like punch wall, hit the wall, hit the ground crumbles, and you're like, okay. Alright, you know, Genshin leaks are changing every 5 minutes. Triple child rerun. Those people are insane. Dude, what you, yeah, the fact that like Mihoyo, after the 3rd child rerun, they're like, let's just give everyone the most options, and then they're like, yeah, let's just keep doing that. Like, that was the biggest shift of meta that they've ever done, because I think of child just being a knight. Shinhee, Ganyu Zhongli. That's the one. Shinhee, Xiao, Ganyu, Zhongli. Shinhee, Ganyu, Xiao. Xiao's gone. Nope. It's all the above. Typically, there's like a lot of truth to some people, but the thing that leakers get fucked up, like, what do you call it? When they're fuck it. I'm done. I don't care. I'm done. So usually I'll cut that out because it's just like, I can't be bothered to express myself. Anyway, CN players, EN players, Eastern, Western players. Mihoyo does not listen to the community. It's true. It's true. You want to give them the benefit of the doubt, and then you realize they're a $1 billion company who is just doing whatever makes them money. And you're like, oh, okay. If you look back at all of the previous strategies and what has truly been added to the game, it's pretty prevalent. It's pretty relevant. It's pretty prevalent is what I was trying to say. We've got Serenity Pot, and that's the only thing that comes to mind about like a genuine addition to the game, staying there, constantly being good the whole time. DPS Kazuha mains, when they saw the Windswan trial Kazuha, look how they massacred my boy. You know what the craziest thing was though? When doing this event, it still showed the absurd, at least to me, the absurdness of Kazuha. Just his CC alone and his insane ability to like, I don't know if they had him built for a shit ton of elemental mastery or energy recharge. I don't think I can see it, but energy recharge, you know, it doesn't look like they had. Oh no, he got 190. He's got like a bow or something. That's not bad. But anyways, the fact that he was able to just do, like, I always felt like his E was back, like, way sooner than it should be. And maybe it's because his E, it's like a long-ass skill where you bounce yourself up in the air and then you come smashing down, so it's like takes a second or 2 seconds and a half, and it's 6 seconds, so it's really 4 some seconds. But anyways, regardless, I was always able to activate my ult, and because it's on such a small cooldown, you're always able to, like, benefit from the weird... how do I put it? Like when you use a Venti or like a Sucrose, when you pull enemies to the zone, it drags them forward and like throws them on their back, and then they kind of have to get up. And by the time they get up, boom, you can activate it again and cause a huge AoE swirl. And also his ult just has stupid good AoE, and he's also buffing the share your damage. Even if they gave him the worst stats ever, he's still buffing your elemental damage. He still has CC. He still has an action ability that's constantly able to generate particles. Like, I don't think people talk about Kazuha. He seems like a battery. Maybe it's just the way they had it built, but just the fact that he's generating so many particles so often. I think he still generates particles. I think he still generates like 4 particles for your entire team. That's absurd. The only thing he's missing is like if they ever came up with like an elemental mastery scaling sword that like gave you HP in some way, like healed your team. That'd be it. He'd be like the god. He'd be a god, literally. Same thing with Garu. Garu would like get taken to the next level if they gave him some way to like heal his team outside of his one constellation. But if you had four constellation and this weapon, he would just be able to like hella perform, you know? Anyways, yeah, Kazuha still seems right as rain. Anywho, Well, that's a meme. I'm glad I grew up with this. But damn, this is way better. Yeah, I was about to say, well, it depends. A lot of those are mature. Yeah, see, none of those things are really what I didn't really grow up with SpongeBob because I was a kid that were like, in my beginning adolescence, I was playing in the dirt, baby. Driving a 3-wheeler. Yes. Yes, I said what I said. Driving a 3-wheeler, almost dying, having some trauma with that. Anyways, playing tag, getting like ticks on your whole body and shit, playing out in the yard, all that. And then my like childhood like TV shows was like Ned Declassified School Survival Guide, Zoe 101, fucking what's the other one? Kim Possible,
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Honestly, Hannah Montana. It's interesting. I liked it. It was fun. Anyway, Disney trash like a Minutemen. Yes. And honestly, those are the only memorable ones I had. Man, Zoe 101, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. They hit different. They're great because they're like content that is actually in a weird way kind of good. Like actually gives you a kind of a sentence for what things will be. Yeah, and in like every sense of like beginning to potentially end, which is like college and like pursuing your own knowledge and having to be accountable and all those things. You're not in like a glorified fucking, you know, absurd college fucking university weirdness. Anyways. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what defined your childhood for TV shows. I'm curious. Those would definitely be mine. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. We stream a lot on the channel, and hopefully I can see you over there at 5 p.m. Mountain Time every single one of these days. Thank you so much, and goodbye, my friends. Also, if you managed to engage with the video in any way, I appreciate it. The series is not always the most highest in views, but it's almost always the highest in likes. So I appreciate the people who do like it so much and show me that. Appreciate you as always, and goodbye, my friends.